It's important to note the conclusion here. The conclusion is that owing to the entire knowledge, we'll be able to determine which section of the ancient society sculpted the next statue that we recover from the archaeological site. This is very important. Now, based on all of this, we have to choose an answer choice that qualifies as an assumption and an answer choice that qualifies as a possible fact. So let's look at the answer choices here. And remember that the assumption as well as possible fact must, if true, provide significant logical support for the required assumption. So one has to be an assumption and the other has to be possible fact that, if true, would provide support for the assumption. So this will take you a while to go through all the answer choices. For example, this can be a possible fact, but does it support any assumption? Difficult to say. So this question would be better solved if we identify the assumption first. And if looking at all of this, we figure out that the next statue to be a statue of the female figure made of sandstone. These are all important buzzwords, that the next statue to be recovered is likely to be a statue again. Statue of the female figure, a statue of the female figure, because remember, whatever has been said in the above part has been said about only the female figures. The makers are men, women and kids, but the statues are all of women. So the next statue that comes out should be a statue of female and of sandstone. Once again, whatever has been concluded above is for only the sandstone statues. See here, the term sandstone here and the term female, these are important because all the examples given here or the cases given here are of female statues. So for this conclusion to be true, it is important that the next statue that comes out happens to be a statue of a female figure and it is made up of sandstone. So this qualifies as a good assumption. Now with this assumption, let us see what is a possible fact that helps this assumption. So this particular answer choice, that all other artifacts recovered from the archaeological site were statues made from sandstone. You don't have to worry about its correctness. The question says if true. If this were true, that all the other artifacts which have been recovered happen to be statues made of sandstone, then the possibility of this assumption that the next statue would also be a statue of sandstone and that of a female, this is corroborated. This is strengthened. This is what the language says, that we need to identify an assumption and we need to find a possible fact that, if true, would provide logical support for the assumption. So this is a fair assumption and this is a possible fact that gives strength to this assumption. That is a fine pair of answer choices, option F and option C.